We continue now at the top of Daf Chav Gimel Amud Beis in Meseches Nedarim. This is Nedarim Daf 23b. The Gemara says, Chisurei mechsura v'hachi katani. There are words missing in the Mishnah, and it should be read as follows. Harotza sheyochel etzlo chaveru mesariv bo mediro nidrei zeiruzinu. If somebody wants his friend to eat by him, and he's pressuring him, and he makes a neder that he should eat by him, that is just a neder of zeiruzin. It's just a neder of encouragement, and it is not a real neder. V'harotza shelo yiskaimu nedarav kol hashana. And if somebody wants his nedarim not to be upheld for the entire year, so yamod b'Rosh Hashanah, he should get up on Rosh Hashanah v'yomer, and he should say, kol neder shani yasid lidor, any neder that I'm going to make in the future, yehei batel, it should be nullified. Ubilvad sheyeh zocher b'shas haneder, as long as he remembers at the time that he's making the neder that he made that pronouncement at the beginning of the year, so then the neder will not be accepted as a real neder. But the Gemara asks, Izocher, but 1 second, if he remembers at the time he's making the neder, so on the contrary, Akrei L'tanai, what he's really saying is he's uprooting that original condition he made on Rosh Hashanah, V'kayim le'nidrei, and he's actually upholding the neder. And so the Gemara answers, Amar Abaya says, Tani, you should teach it as follows, Uvilvad shelo yehei zocher b'shas haneder. As long as he doesn't remember what he said at the time of the neder, so now really he said at the beginning of Rosh Hashanah that it won't be a real neder, so it won't be a real neder. And since he doesn't remember at the time he's making the neder, so it's not like he's undoing that condition, and therefore it is not a real neder. Rava says, Liolam kedamrin and meikara. Really, it is as we originally said that he does have to remember at the time of the neder. But but here, what is the case? Kagon shehisna b'Rosh Hashanah. He made it tonight at Rosh Hashanah. V'lo yada b'mehisna, but he didn't know the exact details of the condition that he made at Rosh Hashanah. V'hashta kon nader, and now he's going ahead and he's making a neder. So izocher b'shas haneder. So if he remembers at the time of the neder, v'yamer, he says al das harishona ani noder, that I'm making this neder on my original understanding that it shouldn't be a real neder. So then nidrei les be'mashasha. So then the neder will not have any substance. Lo amar al das harishona ani noder. But if he doesn't say I'm making this neder al das harishona, so akrei l'tanoi, that means he's undone his condition, v'kayim l'nidrei, and therefore his neder will be sustained. And the Mefarish over here explains, he made this Tanai in Rosh Hashanah, any neder in the future won't be a neder. And at the time of the condition he had in his mind certain things which he normally makes nedarim. That was his understanding when he made the Tanai. But then he forgot exactly what the Tanai was. So then at the time of the neder, again, he doesn't know if this neder was included in his original Tanai. So he says, this neder I'm really making on that original understanding that it shouldn't really be a neder. So in that situation, the neder will not have any substance and the neder will not be accepted as a real neder. And the Gemara continues, Rav Huna bar Chinana, Savar lemidrashe bepirka. Rav Huna bar Chinana, he wanted to teach this in the shir in public, and the Mefarish over here says, Savar lemidrashe bepirka b'derasha harotza shelo yiskaimu nedarav. He wanted to teach this idea that if a person doesn't want his nedarim to be real nedarim, so then he should make this condition at the beginning of Rosh Hashanah. Amar le Rava, so Rava said to him, Tana kamistem los tume. The Tana is actually hiding it over here. We had a chisurei mechsura. We had to put in words into the Mishnah. Clearly, the Tana purposely taught it in an ambiguous fashion. Kadei shelo yinhagu kalas rosh ben nedarim, and that was in order that people do not teach do not take nedarim lightly, and therefore you should not teach this halacha. V'yat darashli bepirka. You're going to teach this halacha publicly. You should not do so. And the Gemara continues, they had the following question, Pligi Rabbanan oled Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov olo. Do the Rabbanan argue on Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov or not? The Mefarish says, in this issue, meaning in the issue of that it's nidrei zeiruzin, when you use a neder to try to convince someone, to try to pressure someone to come eat by you, the Savri de lo have a nidrei zeiruzin. Do the Rabbanan disagree? And do they say that it is not nidrei zeiruzin? And the Gemara continues, Vimtim Salomar Pligi, and if you're going to say they do argue, Hilchis Kavase olo, is the halacha like him, like Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov or not? And the Gemara says, Tashma, come in here the following proof. The Tanan, as we learned in the Mishnah, Ha'omer l'chaveru, if somebody says to his friend, and we'll continue with this discussion in the next video, and Daf Chav Dalid Omer Aleph.